Hello, hello, my mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea. This is my fellow Pisces, of course. This is our Pisces daily vibe from our guides for the weekend forecast for August the 30th to the 31st. As you know, I have combined Saturday and Sunday together as we move forward, but I am giving you additional cards with the reading, so I only have to make them one video, but it is detailed, so you're still getting your 2 days into it. So pay attention to the energy and the messages that you're receiving both those days. One day may pertain more to the information than others, but keep in mind it is a general. Not every single card or the energy they carry may resonate with every single one of you. Please know that if you haven't subscribed yet, please do click the subscribe button and the bell button, and you'll get notified when any of my cards are out here. But also, you get notified when I go live every single Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Ann Ellis Angels to give you guys out messages in the chat room. So hope you can join us this Sunday. Okay, let's see what we have here. Coming in with our first card, we've been given the Three of Wands, followed by the Knight of Swords, followed by the Ace of Pentacles, and our final card is the Hangman. Okay, let's see what our first card is. I am using the Oracle deck, Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. I have used it before, not very often, but I decided today with Spirit's guidance that this was a day to use this deck. So I know most of the graphics on it are female. A lot of men are my good followers and clients as well. Just reverse that to the male energy. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have the card Dragons, and it says, slay them all, okay? When the heart is involved, people don't always have the best intentions. They will pretend they're good for you, only for you to find out they're toxic or even abusive. You know, the time's come to face your dragons, and you must slay them before they slay you. Of course, don't literally slay them, but make sure you know you won't make sure that they know you won't stand for their mistreatment. So today could be a day where, you know, you've had enough. You're not going to put up with anybody else's drama or their toxic energy. And you're not there to be their punching bag. Okay. I don't mean that literally, but, you know, misdirected anger thrown at you. No, it's best to step back and try to figure out where it's coming from, but you have the ability now to stand on your own 2 feet and stand up for yourself. Let the powers that be and these energies around you know you're not going to take any abuse. You're not going to take their drama. It's not yours. You don't own it. And you're going to move forward. Set your boundaries up right from the beginning so that they know where they stand with you. You're not getting caught and backed up against the wall in any surprise situations. So this is about you stepping up first and laying down the boundaries to say and state your piece, speak your piece. You can be creative, articulate, and accurate without having to be abrasive or abusive. Coming in next under that, you have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is that card of coming into your own success, good things coming into you. You may be looking out towards, you know, your future, wanting to perhaps plan a trip abroad. You may be planning it for pleasure or for business, but you've made some accomplishments whereby you feel you have the resources to plan things like that. However, we can't stand on the shore for too long, because if we do, we could be missing out on the next productive and, you know, good opportunity coming our way that could be lucrative. So what this says is it's great to stand in your power and say, hey, I did this. I slayed the dragons. I'm doing really well. I put my foot down. I feel good about that, but I need to keep going on with my life and planning the next project. Coming in next, we have the card of the Tree. Now we know the Tree, it says, let them go. So there could be a situation here, right? You know, where you may have had to say, okay, I'm walking away from a situation I don't need to carry. So you often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who came before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. So this has got a theme going here. Definitely, I do think that you're feeling as though now it's time to just burn that tree down. You're burning bridges is what you're doing as well. But if you're burning a bridge, make sure that you're keeping your word on that and you're not going to go back. Often we say don't burn your bridges, which means you can go back to the situation. But I think a lot of you have come to a conclusion that you're done, and that's okay. Well, people aren't meant to be in our life forever. And, we learn by those lessons and we learned to move forward. And that's all done with our own personal self-respect. And we realize that we're worthy of better company, better respect from others. So it's that do unto others right. And if you're not getting that reciprocation in some sort of a relationship, it's time to let that go. So walk away from it. I think you're setting your boundaries down. I think you've laid the plans here, and now you're able to let things go, walk away from them, end them. Now, and which is okay. Now, the Knight of Swords comes in, which is fast-moving action, and that means that you need to just put the brakes on a little bit if you're being involved in anything that has to do with legal signatures, and be careful. Once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Consumer beware. Don't take the first offer. This is something here where it says pull back on the reins a little bit. Be mindful. Prepare yourself for what's coming down your path towards you. There he is. He sees he's all excited. He's ready to do what he wants to do, and he's going to jump on the back of that motorcycle. And look at the terrain. It's not very smooth. He has no idea what's on the other side of the hill. So this is about preparing yourself, slowing down a little bit so that you can be accurate. Now, coming in next, we have the card Lighthouse, and it says don't doubt your worth. So this is all about you stepping up and realizing that, and not allowing yourself to be taken advantage of this particular weekend. So there will always be someone in your life who doubts the amazing things you're capable of. It is then that you must decide to be your biggest champion. Believe wholeheartedly in your own worth, regardless of outside opinions, that feed yourself a steady diet that speaks to self-love. That's what you need to do. Feed yourself a steady diet that speaks of self-love, self-kindness, and self-confidence. So you don't need to listen to the opinions of others, okay? Know that you are enough. I have enough. I am enough. I do enough. Okay. That's all part of this. So don't doubt your self-worth. This is about you moving forward and realizing that sometimes you have to walk away from unfulfilling or toxic situations or relationships in order to free yourself to realize that I deserve better. Okay. Now, coming in next, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is that card that says there's going to be some new opportunity that's going to present itself and come forward. And it could be a new job. You could be thinking about opening up your own business. It could be a windfall of some sort. But when we get the aces are beginnings of all things. And this particular ace is that card that says, get ready to be prepared for something new. Okay, this is about a beautiful new beginning for you. And this could be a business document or a contract that you might be considering reading and looking over. This is a card of good health as well, spiritual, emotional, mental, and possibly physical health. You're focusing on good luck and good results here, and a beautiful possibility and vision of a happy future. Feeling very blessed right now. And it is the beginning of something really great. It could be a windfall of resources coming your way to help you get things off to a great start. This is a good time to launch a venture, change careers, or even go into business for yourself. But you need to be open to new acquaintances coming down your path too. But they could be old friends who can introduce you to helpful people who can provide insight. So it's being at the right place, it's with the right people, it's being in the right connections, allowing yourself to open up to that, and being able to market yourself here. So don't doubt your self-worth. You have the ability, and you deserve all of this abundance coming your way. Now, at the end we have the mural. And it says, be your first priority. Absolutely. This whole reading is about self-confidence, stepping up to the plate, realizing you deserve only the best. And it's all about that. And realizing that sometimes we have to close doors to walk through new ones, knowing that we don't deserve to stay stuck in a situation that's unfulfilling. Whatever you're currently grappling with, Pisces, you must put yourself first. When you're on an airplane, they always tell you to put your own oxygen mask on before you try to help your neighbors with theirs. That is to say, if you don't make sure your own energy bar is full, then you'll have no energy to give someone else. So be brave enough to admit it. When you need to take a step back from demands of others and work on making sure you're okay. So, yes, this is about you. Making yourself your own priority. Maybe this weekend is a time where you need to do that. You need to just say, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that for you. It's my time. I need to do something that makes me feel good. Don't feel you have to be a people pleaser all the time, Pisces. Yes, you're an innate healer. You want to go out there and you feel like you want to heal the whole world. But there comes a time when you could deplete that energy. Think of the Queen of Cups. She is that loving, kind, compassionate energy that does that. But she realizes in order to continue doing that, feeling at peace, happy, and not resentful, she's got to take care of business for herself first. So that's what this weekend's about for some of you. Take care of business for yourself. Slow down. The Hangman shows up here with this card. And that is a pause state of action. Not jumping into anything. Not over-obsessing. Not overindulging. Hanging in limbo. But still being able to think about your needs and what it is you need to do. Achieving that by thinking of those moments, maybe meditation, maybe prayer, maybe you just need that time on your own to do that. Think of this is about you thinking about what it is you want to do for you. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here in addition to this reading. I want to pull one card here from the Answer Oracle deck and see what we have here today. You've been given cooperation. So it says acceptance, listening, teamwork, and a win-win situation. So, maybe you're getting together with friends, family, colleagues, things like that, where and look at sitting here in the beautiful healing energy of the waters and meditating. I said that about that. Listening, teamwork, win-win. Take yourself to center. Okay? Balance yourself there and think about what it is you want. What do you want to accept? What do you want to listen to, the messages? Teamwork, working with spirit in conjunction with your plans. And that's what's going to bring you a win-win situation. Beautiful. I'll put that here so you can see the other cards. Okay, let's see what we've got here for additional energy and information, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. See what we have here for this weekend. I can't believe this is Labor Day weekend. Kids back to school. The fall is coming in. Routine's back. Holidays are winding down, right? So let's see what we have here for additional information. Our first card coming in is Reward, followed by Patience, followed by Pick Your Own Battles, and pick your battles wisely. And your final card is Momentum. Okay, interesting. All right, so we've got some rewards coming in here for our efforts that we're making. And those rewards may be coming in the form of the decisions and choices you're making to put yourself first. Okay, that's your reward there. Patience. Be patient, not only with others, but with yourself. Okay, this is about you making yourself a priority this weekend, and that's perfectly normal, and it's A-okay. Don't get involved in everybody's battles. I think you're going to be setting boundaries up, letting the powers that be know who you are, what your and what your rules are here. Without being abrasive. You can be direct without being abrasive. But some of us might have to walk away from situations that are no longer ours, and we need to let them go. So the momentum's going to pick up here. You're not always going to be stuck or feeling as though you're stuck in this slow pace here. You're taking the time out that you need. Okay, I know you're busy. Pisces loves to be busy. You love to, but you also love to lose yourself in your daydreaming, beautiful world. So think of it that way. Take yourself to that place of silence and serene energy, and just be patient, not only with everything that's going on around you, but with yourself as well. And take that time to do what's right for you. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful weekend. And I always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces.